Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Finepanama. If you don't know me, hi. If you do, welcome back, motherfuckers. So today it is 7:50 a.m. and I have not been to sleep at all. So I'm just running on energy, you guys. And I decided that today we're going to do a story time. My first story time. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so this story time is going to be about the time that your girl, right here, was a stripper. Had to get that money, baby. Okay, so yes, for those of you who don't know, at one point in my life, I was a stripper. Yeah, me, I did it. So let me tell you guys how it all began. I was about 18 years old and I had just had my daughter a year ago. So I was 17, I turned 18 a month later after my daughter was born, and I was just kind of in like an identity crisis, you guys. Like, honestly, I wouldn't say that I needed the money because my kid's dad took pretty good care of me, but I wanted my own money, and I've been like that since I had my daughter. Like, before, I really didn't mind a man taking care of me. It was like, whatever, like, bitch, a nigga take care of me. But once I had my daughter, it was like, no, I don't want my daughter depending on anyone, but me. I don't want her to be in the same position that I was. So I just figured maybe I should start dancing. Well, actually, one of my closest friends was a dancer. She was a really, really good dancer. I don't know if she had just recently started dancing or how long she was dancing, and she took me under her wing. I remember the first night that she took me to what was it called? Red Lips? I think it was called Red Lips. And I had told my mom that day, can you watch my kid? I'm going dancing. And my mom was pretty supportive of it. She probably didn't really want me to do it, but she has always been pretty supportive of everything me and my siblings have chosen to do. So I went to my mom's house. I dropped my baby off, and me and my friend Blue just got ready at my mom's house. I had on this purple wig and this bummy buck broke down outfit. It was just like a bra and some underwears and a little I had like this bathing suit cover up that my dumb ass cut so it would be open, and we get all dressed and ready. Mind you, I rushed. Like, I did not feel my best at all. I felt rushed. I felt like I looked retarded. My wig was not secure, hunty. This was kind of before wigs were like really big, and I just had my wig bobby pinned in. Like, don't get me wrong, the wig was cute. It was like this cute purple wig, but it was not secure, and I was not secure with myself at that point. So me and my friend are driving and we're smoking, because at this point I smoked a lot, and we're on our way to Orange County to the club Red Lips, and we get there and we go in, and I just start getting so nervous and so anxious, and I'm just standing around like, what the heck am I doing here? Why am I here? You know, and my friends like trying to encourage me, like, you know, do your thing, just don't worry about nobody, just make your money and let's go home. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna try it. So I go to give the lady, mama is what they call her, mama, my ID. And she's like, what's your name? And I'm like, I don't know. Do I give her my real name? Do I make up a name on the spot? I don't know. So I ended up telling her, my name is Perps. Perps, because I had a purple wig on. It was so uncreative and just like sporadic, you know, like Perps. So she's like, okay, Perps, we're gonna call you on the stage when it's your turn. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Jeez. So the night goes on and all these girls go on stage and I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, I'm an overthinker, so I'm just overthinking and stressing myself out, like, oh my god, they're gonna call me. It's like so scary, like, what am I gonna do? So they end up calling me. They're like, next up on the stage is Perps. Perps, not me. Perps went to the bathroom. I literally ran to the bathroom and started crying, like, no, I cannot do it. I just can't. So I ended up not going on stage, not getting hired at this club, and I felt like they had, because I drove all this way. I got my mom to babysit my kid, and I didn't even like try, you know. I just freaked myself out about it. So I just sat around the club just looking dumb, and I didn't feel pretty. I didn't look pretty in my opinion. I will try to find some pictures for you guys and put them in so you guys can see like what I looked like. And yeah, so I just didn't end up doing it that night. It just wasn't for me. The girls were really mean and nasty. The girls would come by me and be like, why aren't you on stage? And I was like, I just don't really think it's for me. And they're like, girl, you're here to make money. It's about your money.
It's all about your money. It's all about your money.
Get up there and make your money. And I'm just like, and thinking in my head, well, I really don't need the money. Like, I'm sorry. And maybe that's why at that point I just couldn't do it, because it was like, for what? Like, I didn't need the money. Like, you know, like, it was just like, my daughter's taken care of, I'm taken care of, what do I need to do this for? So that night was an epic fucking fail. I'm pretty happy that my friend wasn't like super mad at me, because, you know, we drove all the way up there and I didn't even make any money. So she was pretty understanding because it was my first time. So fast forward, just all the way forward to April of 2016. So anyways, flashback. So that night in California, I didn't end up dancing. I was too insecure. I was too scared. I was just not secure with myself, so I didn't end up doing it. So my friend ends up, she's still a dancer at this point. She ends up venturing off and ends up in Hawaii. So she calls me one day and she's like, girl, you need to come out here to Hawaii. You can make so much money. Like, the money's so good out here. They love us black women out here. It's not like California, where it's really hard for like all women to like make it in that industry in like California, because it's such a competitive thing here, you know. As for if you go like Hawaii and everybody is like basically foreigners, the men love darker women, so it just worked out that way. So I'm like, you know what? My life, at that point, my life was really sad. I was going through a horrible breakup with like this guy, and it was just bad for me. I wasn't happy. I was really in and out of depression, and I really didn't know how to cope with it, and I just felt like I needed to go. I felt like I needed a vacation. I felt like I needed a chance to make money. So I packed my bags, and me and my daughter got on the next flight to Honolulu, Hawaii. Okay, just like that, so sporadically. And I was like, I'm coming. So we get on our flight, we go to Honolulu, and it's just me and my baby girl. She's only like 1. I go to Hawaii, and this time, you guys, my heart's broken. Like, I had just gotten out of this really toxic, bad relationship with this guy, and it was just really hard for me to let go of him whenever the nigga would come around. It was just really hard for me to let go of him, and I finally was just like, you know what, I need to put my energy into me. I need to stop crying myself to sleep every night. Like, but I'm about to live my life. I'm in Hawaii. I'm about to make money, and that's what it is. So Hawaii by night. And that's where I came along. And this time, y'all, wasn't no perps running to the bathroom. Okay, so she gets me in with the mama, and the mama is like basically owner's wife or girlfriend. It's like a woman who's like in charge, and she makes sure you're paying your house fee. She makes sure you're tipping out to the DJs, and her, you know, she just makes sure you're paying your dues and you're good. So she introduces me to mama, and she's like this hardcore but sweet and cute looking Asian woman. And she's like, you're beautiful, but can you dance? You know, like, I'm gonna give you a chance, but you know, who knows? So I'm like, okay. So this time she's like, what's your name? And I'm like, ain't no perps. Perps is dead and gone. We got a dead perps, because perps was insecure, and she was strung over a guy, and she was not secure with herself, and she was just a hot mess. So we not perps no more. We is Cupcake. And that's how, like, my Instagram name used to be Cupcake. I used to have like my own makeup page called Cupcake Makeup, but girls started jocking Cupcake and making fake pages. So I was just like, and once I got done with stripping, like for good, I just wanted to dead Cupcake. But I love that name, you guys. Honestly, I feel like it fits me so well. I'm just like a cute little cupcake, but I used it in like a negative part of my life, so Cupcake is dead as fuck too. But for now, Cupcake is alive. So mama asks me what's my name, and I say Cupcake. So she's like, okay, Cupcake, I hope you're ready to go on stage. Show me what you can do. So I'm like, okay. So this time Cupcake takes a few shots, and Cupcake is on stage, and you know, you guys, the best dancer. I do have like a little booty, so I can shake what my mama gave me, but I can't do no stripper tricks, no climbing on the pole. I can do a little twirl, but that's about it. I wasn't like head honcho stripper, like, you know. So it was a blessing in that environment to take me under her wing and show me the ropes, but I was not meant for the stripper life. So I worked at Hawaii by night. Stayed in Hawaii for like 2 months. So I danced that whole entire time, except for like probably the last week, because, you know, my friend and I were all we knew, you know, like she had friends, but like I didn't trust anyone to like take my daughter and babysit her. So me and my friend would switch off nights. I had her for like 10 plus years. So I felt so comfortable leaving my daughter with her, you know, while I worked. And then when she worked, I had her. And it kind of did, you know, mess up her money and my money as well, because in the dancing game you need to be consistent. Just like YouTubing, you need to be consistent. You need to go every night off and on in a club like Hawaii by Night. Hawaii by Night was a really nice club. You can make a lot of money, but it wasn't like No V Live, you know, like it was rare when like somebody famous came into the club, or you know, like it wasn't that type of club. Don't get me wrong, there was still money in there, but it wasn't like a V Live where like it was crazy. It was actually a little ratchet. So anyways, I'm working at Hawaii by Night. I'm doing my thing, you know. I'm really shy, you guys. Like that is how I made my money, just with my shy ass personality. Like I would just walk around in circles and guys would be like, you must have a boyfriend, like your boyfriend's lucky, and they would tip me. Like, how do you guys even know I have a boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, does it say boyfriend written across my forehead? Because I'm confused on how every guy that like tipped me was like, oh, you're like, your boyfriend's a lucky guy. And I was just like, that nigga is tripping. So anyways, that's how I made my money. I was really shy, and because of that, it kind of like it put a cap on me making money. Like I did make money, you know, but I wasn't making like, I'm cute, I'm gonna walk around in circles and I might get on stage and shake a little bit, but that's about it. Like it was really hard for me to be a dancer, you guys. Like every night and day, it was honestly a battle. I had to be under the influence like of alcohol just to be able to do it, because it just wasn't me. And so I went back to California because my babysitting situation, it just didn't work out, you know, with me being able to dance and have my baby with me. So I had to go back home. So I left, and then I never really ever tried to dance in my hometown before California, because like my baby daddy would always threaten to knock me the F out if he seen me in a strip club, or if he heard that I was in a strip club, he was gonna, you know, make it a not so nice afternoon. So I was always too scared to run into my baby daddy, because he was a strip club king at one point. I was too scared to run into him or run into his friends, because this nigga has friends like everywhere. I was just too scared to dance in California. So I never attempted to dance again, because it just really wasn't something I was trying to play with. My baby daddy's crazy, so I didn't really want to play with it, but I played with it far away, you know? And you guys, he never knew the whole time. I'm gonna tell you what happened, but the whole time I danced, he never knew. I kept it a secret from him because I knew he would not approve of it. But me, it was like, I have to do what I have to do, and this is what I want to do. So if you don't like it, then I'm just not gonna tell you about it. And that it wasn't right, but that's what I did. So I went back to California, you guys, and I didn't dance for a long time. I was just, honestly, let me think, what was I doing? I don't even know what I was really doing. Just probably trying to get that dumb guy back, and it really didn't work out. You know, none of my relationships were really working out at that point. It was really another depressing time for me. Like I was back unhappy, back insecure and depressed, and I wanted to leave again. Like that's me. Like when I feel like I'm not happy, I'm not growing, I just want to leave, you know? Like, so I got on another flight, you guys, and I went to stay with my sister in Killeen, Texas. And I started dancing at this club called, what was it called? It was called, you guys, it's like at the tip of my tongue. Chicks. It was called Chicks. And yeah, so I went to this club called Chicks, and I got hired on the spot. And it was a lot different than Hawaii, because Hawaii, it's like you'll have like 3 or 4 black girls, and then the rest will be white and Asian. Like, it was like we women of color kind of stood out. Exotic women stood out, you know, whereas to Texas, girls that look like you are all around you, you know? So it was a lot of a different ball game going and working at this club called Chicks. And I was all by myself. Like, I didn't make but 2 friends at that club, you guys. 2 friends. Because let me tell you, the girls were so, like, just standoffish. Like, no girl in a strip club likes a new girl, especially a pretty girl that is coming to take their money, their clients. So it was not a very fun experience for me. I found myself lonely again, but here we are in Texas, and I live with my sister now, and I have my daughter with me still, because my baby goes where I go. And now I really need the money, because it's not California where my family is and my kid's dad. Like, no, I was literally out here basically on my own, so I needed the money now. And because I was really depressed, and I was just running from it and trying to do different things that I thought would heal it, but I never like stopped to like say, okay, I need to deal with my depression. I need to deal with what's really going on with me. I just run away and I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna do that, you know, like, but I needed to deal with the problem. So I'm working at Chicks for probably like 2 weeks, not very long. It wasn't very long at all. I remember when I would go home, I would just be so sad, you know, and just like, okay, yeah, I have this money, but I'm still sad, you know. And one day, the dressing room, and like, I don't know, we just ended up talking, I guess, and she liked my eyebrows, so she was like, can you do my eyebrows? And I was like, yeah, I'll do your eyebrows. So I did her eyebrows, and one of the head honcho strippers seen me doing her eyebrows, and like, we would see each other, but we would never speak, you know, like at first. And then one night I'm on stage, I'm dancing, whatever, I'm making my money, and then I'm coming off stage and she's applauding me, she's giving me congratulations, you know, and she's talking to me a little bit. I can't really remember what we were talking about, but she was just like, where you, you know, just like a casual conversation. So it ends up being the end of the night, and we all go upstairs to like get dressed and then go downstairs so we can go collect our money and go home. And the dancer, her name was Ty, she comes up to me, and she was like, she's way older than me. At this point, I'm like 19, and I'm getting, you know, ready to go, and she comes up to me and she's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like thinking in my head, like, oh my God, like, I'm probably about to get in a fight or get in an argument, you know, because with women at the strip club, you never know. Like, one, jealousy and envy is so real in that environment, and you never know. You can't really befriend or trust many, especially if you didn't go into that with them. But just to meet a girl in there, like, a lot of those women are unhappy because, listen, we see all the dancers on the Instagram, whatever, and they look so happy and they're making all this money. But come on, honey, we know that it's very rare when people actually post their failures, their real emotions. They're only gonna post when they're happy, when they look happy, you know, that's what they're gonna post. That's what they want to show to people. They don't want to show to people when they're sad and when they're battling with their demons. So if you think that dancing or stripping is just like the thing to do when they're so happy and they're making so much money, they're not, okay? They are making so much money. Don't get me wrong, you can make a lot of money in that business, but it's not something that I want to glorify or I want to seem like it's cool for other little young women to do. It's not. It's a lot. It takes a toll on you. Nobody, not one dancer can tell you that she was able to do this job without being under the influence of something. Like, it's not easy. It's not something, you have men all over you, and you're in a strip club, so men think they can do whatever the hell they want to you, slap your butt, pull your boobs, you know, like, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. Thank God nothing real crazy has happened to me. Head honchos know the game so well, and if you take they take you under your wing, ain't nothing crazy gonna happen to you. You're not like a game goofy dancer. You're gonna know the game. You're gonna know how to get money. So to Texas, I was all by myself, and when I met the head honcho, she was like, get the fuck out of here, get out, and don't ever come back. But I'm sorry, before I get there, I was saying women in the strip club are not happy. As much as they want to promote that they're happy, they are not happy. It's not fun, you guys. It's not something that anybody, I mean, if you want to experience it, go ahead, because I was hard-headed and had to experience it on my own. But I'm gonna tell you guys, you young women, young men, it's not something that's easy. It's not something that should be your life goal. Try something else, okay? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so Ty comes up to me and she's like, what are you doing here? And I'm thinking like, damn, what's about to happen? You know, you can't really trust these women. And I'm like, I'm just packing up to go. My shift is over. I'm going home. What are you doing? And she's like, no, what are you doing here? And now I'm feeling like she's my mother, like now I'm feeling like a little intimidated, like a little bit like this is my mother talking to me. And she's like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. You need to get your black ass out this club, and I don't want to ever see you here again. And I'm like thinking like, okay, is this shorty hating on me because I'm coming in here, I'm doing my thing, I'm making my money, or what? Like, and she's like, listen, God put it on my heart to tell you that you don't belong here, baby. You are different. You stand out in here like a freaking fly in a pot of fucking greens. I don't know. But she was just like, you stand out. You're not like us. You're not like anybody in here. You need to get out of here. You need to do that makeup. You need to be doing makeup. She literally told me that. And this was in 2016, you guys. 2016. She said, this place is going to eat you alive. We can see your soul and spirit and your pureness from a mile away. These people can smell that. They can smell it. Yeah, you cute and shy right now, but once the wrong nigga, the wrong woman, they gonna tear you and eat you alive and spit you out to the vultures. And then we ain't gonna know where you at. You get me? Like, she was like, no, you don't need to be in here, honey. You are so much better than this. You're young and you're beautiful and you got talent. And a lot of us in here don't got that. A lot of us in here, this is all we have. We don't have what you have. So you need to take what you have and you need to get out of here and you need to never look back. And I just started crying because I literally felt like dang, you know, like my kid's dad had been telling me for years, I better not catch you in the strip club. You better not be no stripper. You ain't gonna be none of that. You gonna be better than that. And I was just like, nigga, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna make my money how I want to make them. You be liking all these bitches on Instagram anyway, so let me become one. How you feel about that? Huh? But it was wrong for me to be that way, you guys, because he just cared in a different way. He cared, you know. He didn't want me to end up like people end up. Like, he didn't. And I couldn't take that from him. I couldn't take it from him. I had to experience it, and I had to hear it from somebody else. And me and the woman, Ty, we were just crying, and she was like, baby, don't cry in here. You cannot show weakness in here, because these women, these men will prey on your weakness, and they will eat you, wipe your tears. You're a boss, bitch. Get your things, get up out of here, and I better see you doing some makeup. Girl, come do my makeup. I went home and I was just crying, and I was just talking to God, like asking him to forgive me. Like, what the heck was I doing for these past couple of months? Why did I resort to this? Why have I not been doing makeup? Like, for a while, like now I'm on my makeup junk. Like, but you guys, I have been doing makeup since I was like in middle school. And some point in my life, I didn't even notice it, but I just kind of stopped doing makeup. You know what I mean? Like, I would start and then stop, start and then stop. And I never even realized this is my talent. This is my gift that God gave me. This is what he gave me. I need to utilize this gift. Like, but I had just stopped for a while. I would always go off and on with it. I would do my face, but that's it. And then I felt like I started losing my touch. Like, it was just a hard time, but I'm not trying to degrade or disrespect or offend anybody that's in that lifestyle. If that's what you do, you go, girl or man, because I know there's male strippers too. You go. Always say, if you gonna do it, you better do it. But there's better avenues. There's better ways to make money. That's all I'm saying. And I really don't like that people have Instagrams and Facebooks or whatever, and they have this big platform and they're glorifying these things. And I'm telling you from personal experience, it's not something to glorify. It's not something that was easy to do. It's not fun. It's not something, yeah, the money's good, but that's about it. That's it. Your mind ain't good, your body ain't good, your soul ain't good, all that stuff. And I wish strippers and people in that fast money lifestyle would tell that side too. Not just the, yeah, you can make this, you can make that, you're gonna be a boss, you don't need nothing but this money. Like, I don't like that. I don't. Because I feel like that's just not the right message to send to people. And that's why so many young women like me turn 18 and they don't even try. Like, I didn't even try. Like, I just went straight to, I'm gonna be a stripper. Like, what? Like, you didn't even try. You get me? Like, you didn't even try, girl. But it's okay, because everybody can be forgiven. Ask God for forgiveness and get yourself together, boo. Okay? Anyways, as I was saying, then you know what I did? I did the thing that was the biggest thing to me. I called my baby daddy and I was like, look, dude, I have something to tell you. I know you're gonna be really, really mad, but I just need to get it off my chest, and I just need you to know that I'm done with it. I experienced it. I want nothing to do with it. I'm never going back, and I don't want to hear I told you so. And I told him, yeah, I've been dancing for the past couple months off and on, and I'm really ashamed. I'm really battling something right now, and I want you to know that you were right. You were right. I shouldn't have done this, but I'm done with it, and I'm going to do better. And, you know, he was a little okay, a little supportive, you know, but of course he was disappointed to know that I had been dancing all this time. So basically, that is the end. That was the end of my stripper journey. I never went back. I don't miss it. I don't desire to go back. None of that. I'm okay with myself today. I accept that I was a stripper. Like, you guys, I have hate mail calling me a stripper, calling me a hoe, whatever, bitch. Everybody has demons. Everybody has skeletons. Everybody has a past. Stop judging people. Be nice, you guys. Like, I am secure with myself. I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that girl anymore. I don't want to be that brokenhearted, lost, damaged girl anymore. And hopefully, to the women that are dancing, or men, whatever, I hope you guys one day decide that it's not for you, and if it is for you, that's cool. But I hope that you can get past that stage in your life like I did and find your true passion, your true calling, where you belong, because that's not a lifestyle that I want to see anyone in. I love all people, ever. Yeah, that is my story time, you guys, about the time that I was a stripper. If you have any questions, if you like my story time, feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. Let me know whatever, you guys. Just talk to me. I'm here, you guys. Thank you guys for watching my video and listening to my story time. I can't wait to talk to you guys more and let you guys know more about me, because you guys, I am an open book for you guys. Like, I have gone through so much stuff in my life and experienced so much, like, and before I was like, why did I do that? Why would I do that? But I know why, because God put me through those things so that today I can give my testimony to you guys and maybe save some little girl's life or some little boy's life, or, you know, motivate them to go in a different path and not take that path. Because you guys, I'm telling you, you can do anything you put your mind. You don't have to go through that stuff, you guys. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Subscribe. See you guys later, alligator. Bye.